Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about the Carmelo Anthony case that's happening as we speak. Started yesterday. So here's my take on this. Okay, I'm not going to say who's guilty or not. I mean, I think he is. He even said he did it, so I mean, he's obviously guilty of that. Um, but everybody deserves their day in court as long as they're a U.S. citizen, regardless. Sorry, my nose is really stuffy today. So here's what I think should have happened. Okay, first of all, don't bring a knife to a track meet. That would have solved everything right there. It could have just been a fist fight. Teenage boys get into fist fights all the time. No big fucking deal, right? Second of all, I understand it's raining. So let's say he went under the, I can't remember the name of the school that Austin went to. Memorial, I believe. Let's say Carmelo goes in there and he's like, "Hey guys, do you mind if I sit here till the rain stops? By the way, my name's Carmelo. How you doing? I'm from Centennial. Hey, I remember you from the last track meet. Just being a normal fucking person, right?" They might have been more open to having him sit there to wait out the rain, or at least like, "Hey, do you mind if I sit here, just kind of dry off real quick, and I'm gonna run over to my tent?" And then nothing would have happened. They would have either said, no, you gotta go. Sorry, bro." Or they could have said, like, "Yeah, it's whatever." And they could have either included him in conversation or ignored him. Whatever. It didn't fucking matter. Doesn't fucking matter. Wasn't supposed to be there. Okay? Because, if his school was there, why didn't he go to their tent while it was raining? I don't fucking know. Maybe his school wasn't there. If his school wasn't there, why was he there? See where this is all going? Okay? So the whole fact that he had a knife in his bag means a lot of people were like, it's a cleat sharpener. No, it was a knife. Like, it wasn't a cleat sharpener. So anybody who tells you that is full of shit. It was an actual knife. So now we get this narrative that he said, "Touch me again and find out," or something like that. Okay, well, that actually wasn't true. That actually wasn't true. That's what Carmelo told people that he said. That's not true. What really happened, according to the actual witnesses that were there, was he said, "Touch me and find out." So no touches happened. So then Austin, being a dickhole teenager, touched him. I mean, I would have done the same thing at his age. I'd have been like, "All right, cool. Touch. What are you going to do?" So then Carmelo says, "Go ahead, punch me and see what happens." So as we can tell from this witness statement, that Carmelo is trying to escalate a situation for no fucking reason. But of course, as being a teenage boy, Austin grabs him and forcibly pushes him out of the tent. Carmelo reaches into the bag, stabs him in the chest, runs away, and then says to a cop, "If I claim self-defense, am I going to be okay?" And I'm paraphrasing that because I can't remember, but that's the gist of what he said. Sorry, I don't know why my phone is jiggling so much. So basically, all of this could have been avoided had he, one, not had a knife in his bag. Two, if he wasn't even supposed to be at that meet, just don't fucking go. And three, just been a cool dude about it. Like, believe me, I hate being in the rain. Like, and I've done this before. This years and years and years ago, running around naked in the rain because it's fucking fun. But wearing clothing and feeling that wet stickiness all over your body, I can't stand that. I can't stand it. I love watching the rain from a distance. and I like being in it. So if I were in that situation, even at my age, let's say I just happen to be at that track meet and Memorial's tent is the closest one to me, bro, I'm going to run there and be like, hey guys, you mind if I sit here for a minute? Because I really cannot be in this rain. And then I'd use the old card. I'd be like, look, I'm 46 years old. This is not good for my body, my joints. You know what I mean? And they probably, and I would have introduced myself and been like, hey, I've been to a few of your track meets. You guys seem like you're pretty cool guys. You can fuck my daughter. I would say that. But, it's not like Austin said to, how do I forget his name already? Anyways, it's not like he said, no niggers allowed. No, he just said, you can't be here. You got to go. And all he had to do was say, that's really cold, bro, but all right, whatever. And then just fucking dipped. That's all he had to do. That's all he had to do. Or like I said, he could have been cool about it and asked, hey, do you mind if I chill here for a minute? Because most people, even teenage boys, would probably be like, all right, as long as you're cool about it. But he decided, going out that day with a knife in his fucking bag, he was going to do something to somebody. And he picked that somebody and did something. Now, do I think he meant to kill him? Probably not. Probably meant to just stab him in the kidney or something, shoulder or leg or something where like he might be okay in a week or two. It's not the point. Stabbed him right in the heart. So, yeah. And then, of course, we have his advocate, that whatever the fuck that guy's name is. Look at his rap sheet. One of them shook a 2-year-old child so hard that its eyes and brain were bleeding. But he's talking about, oh God this, oh God that. No. See, you've already reserved a seat in hell, sir. No matter how many times you say God, it ain't gonna fucking work. I'm sorry. Yeah, so. But yeah, they're gonna talk about self-defense. Obviously, they're gonna pull the race card. We're not stupid. And I'll tell you what, if this was a white kid stabbing a black kid, that white kid would already be in jail. The trial would already be over. This would have been fast-tracked. You dig? We're not stupid. Because that's the pattern. It's the pattern. That's what this whole term black fatigue is about. Because it's the pattern. When they say white privilege, my privilege is if I punch a black dude in the face because he insulted my wife, my mother, my sister, or whatever, I'm in deep shit. If I were to do the same thing, well, I must be the racist, so I'm still going to be in deep shit. That's what white privilege really is about. Don't be stupid. Don't say, no, it's not, because look at the data, look at the news, look at everything, look at everything. It's true. And I ain't trying to be racist. I'm tired of it. And a lot of us are too. And by us, I mean like-minded black guys and white guys. Because not all of us white guys think the same. And not all y'all black guys think the same. It's just the way it is. So I'm interested to see how this turns out. I already know how it's going to turn out. I mean, that he's going to jail. For how long? I don't know. He ain't going to win. Like we had one lawyer on court TV say like, well, you probably shouldn't have brought a knife, but, if you put hands on something, no. It's not how that works. If I push you, you don't have a right to stab me. You might have a right to push me back. And then maybe I punch you, you punch me back, then we get into a brawl, somebody separates us, and then that's it. You don't have a right to stab somebody. Now, I pull out a gun, and you pull out a knife, and you happen to stab me before I shoot you, okay. Or vice versa. Makes sense. That makes sense. But an altercation between teenage boys that was barely physical, and the killer was the aggressor, nigga, you're gonna go to jail. I'm sorry. Just suck its shit up and be done with it. And all y'all motherfuckers out there who are donating to them and saying the only reason I'm supporting him is because he's black, and none of y'all white people have ever lived the black experience. No, we didn't. But that motherfucker killed a kid. I don't care if he's black or not. He could have been a white kid that killed a white kid. I don't care. He still killed him. So, with that, have a nice day.